Good day, greetings, and welcome. This is the IoT project based on perishable food quality monitoring and controlling system. The team ID is proj underscore gen underscore 26, that is PROJ underscore GEN underscore 26, which is being presented by Pranav GV, Shubhayan Mukhopadhyay, Grishma, and Invesha Patel.
This is the abstract of the project, where, in the era of technology advancement, everything requires monitoring and controlling. This paper proposes an IoT framework for facilitating food monitoring for protection of the food so that it will not get contaminated due to surrounding conditions during storage and transportation. In the present scenario, as we all know, the work done is in terms of the sensed values that have been recorded and detailed analysis has been performed, but automated control alternatives are not present. This proposed solution analyzes temperature, moisture, light, as these parameters affect nutritional values of food items, and makes the analysis results accessible to the user via a mobile application. And also, a web server is used for storage of data values sensed in real time and also for analysis results. User is alerted via messages along with the location of the shipment whenever an emergency occurs. Next is the objectives of the project, that is, to monitor and control temperature, moisture, humidity, light of the food, and also to monitor the freshness of the food, and also to ensure specified item capacity, and also to have a look on the shelf life of the food, and also to get real-time updates about the conditions and the location of the shipment. This is the methodology of the project, and this is the system architecture, where an IoT cloud unit is connected in the form of a gateway so as to send notification to the mobile app, and it is also connected to the MCU, so-called microcontroller unit, which in turn is connected to the signal unit as well as sensor unit. This sensor unit monitors certain parameters such as humidity, temperature, and light. This is the system block diagram, where it uses LCD, power supply, and Arduino Mega, and it also uses certain sensors such as temperature, light, gas, humidity, as well as moisture, and also certain parameters such as buzzer so as to send the notification via beeping sound, IR sensor, Wi-Fi module, GSM, light, fan or AC. System architecture components. This contains 3 subsystems, and they are the sensor subsystem. It basically includes the sensing interface that continuously monitors temperature, humidity, pH values, and light intensity, and sends these values to processing subsystem at regular intervals. It also consists of the buzzer and LCD for the screen or for the signal. It uses such as LDR sensor module, DHT11 temperature and humidity sensor module, as well as MQ4 gas sensing module. Here the LDR sensor module is used to detect the presence of the light or measuring the intensity of the light, where DHT11 temperature and humidity sensor module is used to find the temperature and humidity of the food, and MQ4 gas sensing module is used to determine the status of the food. Next comes the processor subsystem. The input data from the sensors is analyzed, that is, each input value is compared with respective threshold value for each sensor, and if anomaly is recorded, an emergency signal is sent to communication system. It consists of the Arduino Mega, which analyzes the input from the sensors and takes respective actions. It communicates with the communication system for data transfers. And here we make use of Arduino Mega 2560R3, which develops standalone interactive objects. Next is the communication subsystem. It provides the user with alert messages upon receiving emergency signal from processing subsystem. Selection of communication module, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are chosen as communication modules due to their communication ranges and data rates. Wi-Fi is chosen as it offers scalability. and a mobile application acts as the user-side interface. This is the ESP8266 Wi-Fi module, which is self-contained SoC with integrated TCP or IP protocol stack that can give any microcontroller access to your Wi-Fi network. Next, these are the certain hardware requirements. These contain Arduino Mega, ESP8266 Wi-Fi module, GSM 800, DHT11 sensor, CH4 sensor, LDR light sensor, light, fan or AC, buzzer, and 16:2 LCD. These are the certain software requirements which are used, and that is Embedded C, Arduino Sketch, as well as ThingSpeak. Parameters such as temperature, humidity, and methane value can be monitored by ThingSpeak from anywhere. If the parameters go abnormal, the fan will turn on automatically and a warning email will also be triggered. This is the use of ThingSpeak.
Let's talk about the results. This table represents the temperature, humidity, and methane content data. The sensors automatically record the data in every 15 minutes. They are tabulated and stored as shown here. Let's talk about the graphical representation of data. We have used ThingSpeak. ThingSpeak is an IoT analytics platform service that allows us to aggregate, visualize, and analyze live data streams in the clouds. As we can see, we have three graphs. One represents the temperature versus time, the other humidity versus time, and the last one methane content versus time. Here are some of the snapshots of our project. You can see the working in the demonstration part of the video. Let's talk about the social relevance. Our project helps us preserve fruits and vegetables for a longer time, maintains health and hygiene and a clean environment, ensures better health of consumers if we are shipping food, reduces the commercial loss in wastage, so it obviously increases the commercial profit. The conclusion. The main conclusion or the objectives or the goals which we try to achieve through our project is that it reduces food waste, increases transportation efficiency, and tracks food contamination. The future enhancements. We are trying to make our project fully automated where there is no need for external user interference. We are trying to make it completely wireless, and the internal condition prediction where we can predict the conditions using the previously collected data. The target buyers. Our product can be used from small shops to large supermarkets, in pharmacies where medicines and vaccines are stored where temperature is critical, in large warehouses, and on any mode of transport. Can be trains, planes, trucks, and even ships. That's it for the presentation part of the video. Let's get into the demonstration part, and thank you.
Welcome. This is an IoT-based project on perishable food quality monitoring and controlling system. The project ID is proj_gen_26, that is proj_gen_26. So here is the circuit diagram for the project. Here, the power to the motor is given by the regulated power supply. The positive terminal of the regulated power supply is connected to the positive terminal of the motor. The negative terminal of the motor is connected to the collector terminal of the BJT. The emitter terminal of the BJT is grounded, and the base terminal of the BJT is connected to the D0 pin of the MCU with a current limiting resistor of 1 kilo ohm. The base terminal of the BJT is connected to ground with a resistor whose value is greater than the current limiting resistor. This resistor acts as a push-down resistor to the BJT. The VCC and ground of the MCU are connected to one side of the power railing as shown in the figure. The positive terminal and ground terminal of both the sensors are connected to the VCC and ground power rails as shown here. The A0 pin of the gas sensor is connected to the A0 pin of the MCU, while the data of DHT11 sensor connected to the D4 pin of the MCU. So this was the explanation for the circuit diagram.
So in this project, we have built a food monitoring device using Node MCU and Arduino IDE. This is the setup we have. We have a box in which we will be storing the food item. The box is equipped with sensors which record the conditions inside. To control the temperature, we are going to use a DC motor fan as a cooling mechanism. If the temperature rises above the critical temperature that has been set by the user. In our case, we have set the critical temperature at 22 degrees Celsius. We have taken a samosa for our experiment. We have microwaved it for 5 minutes at 30 degrees Celsius. The food item here should be around 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. We have just placed the food item in the container. It takes a little while for the sensors to sense the conditions. We can see here the fan has not turned on yet. To monitor the conditions of the stored environment, we are using these sensors. To find the temperature and humidity, the DHT11 sensor module is used. And to determine the status of the food, the MQ4 gas sensor module is used. The DHT11 is a temperature and humidity sensor. Temperature detection ranges from 0 to 50 degrees Celsius, and humidity range detection ranges from 20% to 90%. Temperature and humidity are some critical conditions to ensure the freshness of food. And the MQ4 gas sensor records the methane gas and natural gas concentrations. The range of detection concentration is 200 to 10,000 ppm. We have calibrated for the MQ4 sensor to detect only methane gas concentration inside the container. Because when the food starts to spoil, it releases methane gas. Hence, methane gas concentration is an important factor to check the food freshness. In the future, if needed, we can also use weight sensors to also monitor the food quantity in the storage area, and ambient light sensors to find if the container is closed. And if needed, we can also add a heating mechanism to increase the temperature. The values recorded by the sensors are sent to the Node MCU ESP8266, which is connected to the internet using Wi-Fi network. We are using a regulated power supply to power the board, sensors, and the DC motor. The microcontroller is connected to the computer using A2B USB to upload the code to the Node MCU and display the serial ports. The live values recorded are then sent to an online IoT platform for analyzation and triggering. To send the data to the cloud and display them on the web, we are going to use thingspeak.com. and IFTTT.com for triggering alert messages. Here we can see the live data that is being recorded and sent to ThingSpeak with a delay of 200 milliseconds. We are using 3 channels to record the data that is sent by the microcontroller. 3 graphs are created to monitor the temperature, humidity, and methane gas concentration. The critical temperature that we have assigned in the Arduino sketch is 22 degrees Celsius. In the serial port monitor, we can see the data that is being recorded. Here we see the current data that the sensors recorded. Temperature is 24.50 degrees Celsius. Then humidity is 74%, R0 is 1.90, R0 is a resistance for air, and concentration is 0.22 ppm. Since the temperature exceeds the critical temperature, a request is made to the IFTTT.com to send an alert email to the user. And also a command to turn on the fan in our container to lower the temperature. Here we see a new email has arrived, saying temperature is above the critical value with the current date and time. And the fan has turned on to lower the temperature of the food item. So this is how you can monitor the food quality. The temperature, humidity, and methane value can be monitored by ThingSpeak from anywhere. If the parameters go abnormal, the fan will turn on automatically, and the warning email will also be triggered. Thank you for watching. We hope you like it.